Welcome back, creepy kitties.
And doggies. I got to say it this time.
We are back with Deadly Predictions, and today we are watching Final Destination Bloodlines?
6.
6? 7? Whatever. Bloodlines?
The newest Final Destination.
And I am very excited because I didn't know how much of a fan I was until I rewatched some of the movies.
I didn't know how nervous I was until I rewatched these movies, especially the last two, where they were like, 3D is this cool new technology, so we're going to throw everything at you, and it's going to look so bad. So I don't think they're going to do that with this one, because 3D is kind of whatever now. But we'll see. I'm tentatively excited for it. I think it's going to be cool.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. So, trailer, and then prediction?
Trailer, then prediction.
I can feel the anxiety already. I'm so excited.
Grandma, what's happening?
Okay, so I'm hoping that they close this. But
Like an open and shut story?
like they close the Final Destination.
They did that in the last movie, though.
But that's what I'm hoping. But they probably won't.
They had clips of a plane in her little crazy lady journal, so I don't think it's going to close. I don't know if they're extending it or whatnot, if they're going to tie it back into the original anthology. I thought the way that they close it in the last movie was a good end to the series. They're bringing it back, so we'll see if that's a good idea. I don't think the plot's going to be anything new.
Oh, no.
Death is pissed because he got missed. Or he didn't, he missed. Death is pissed because he missed, so he's coming back and claiming what is his.
Yeah.
That's what I know. And I believe this was Tony Todd's last movie.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully they have a in memory of Tony Todd, or I'm right in the studio.
Yeah, you were going to write a very angry letter.
Very strongly worded letter.
Yeah. But I feel like it's going to follow the exact same formula. Opening scene with all the deaths, and then the eye, and then it's going to be normal, and then things are going to start happening, and then Final Destination.
Just the effects are better because it's 20 years later.
Yeah.
Approximately 20 years later.
I think it's like 22. But yeah.
Prediction, I'm going to give, I feel like it's going to be a 3 to a 3.5 is where I'm going to land with this.
Okay. I'm giving it, as a prediction, a 3.5.
Okay.
Because I feel like they're going to put scenes in from other movies, and it's going to be like the nostalgia thing.
Oh, you think they're going to do that?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
I didn't think they were going to do that.
They might. They
Who
might.
knows?
And I think they're going to try to tie into like people who are really big fans of the franchise.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's Bloodlines, right? So it's gonna have to deal with. I mean, obviously, it looks like it's generational trauma with death. Is what it looks like.
We all have that, though.
Right. So I don't know if part of those generations fall into the Devon Sawa movie, the blonde from the first one. If they're gonna fall into that one, or if they're gonna fall into what was the one girl, Claire Rivers? She's the
Clear River. Yeah, it was
her
Clear.
Name? Oh, what a stupid name. She's
maybe she'll appear.
She might. I think she's pretty old now. Whatever. She might be in. Maybe that was her, the old lady. She's got a lot of surgery. Just kidding. So yeah, we gotta get on the road because we're gonna watch the movie, but we're also hungry, so we're gonna grab some food as well. But you will see us right back here in 3, 2, 1.
Oh man.
I'll go first. So we went in with what did I say? 3.5.
3 to
roughly?
3.5.
So that movie was a solid 4 for me. It was actually very good. Enjoyed it thoroughly. I would see it again. I think it was kind of fun. I have a few little things with it.
Go ahead. One second. Yeah. No spoilers. Because we want you to enjoy it as much as we did, because I gave it a 4 too.
I'm going to try to not spoil it. But if you've seen the other ones in the series, you understand what it is, right? Like it's not like death is a Rube Goldberg machine, dude perfect type situation where things just line up perfectly that hit another. Like that to me is death. Has not changed in this movie at all. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I like that part a lot, actually. I thought
Yeah.
that was really cool. There were a few things that kind of flew at the camera, like what they did with the 3D ones, and I was a little like, really?
But better quality.
But much better quality. I don't know if this movie came out in 3D. I didn't see it anywhere, but it if it did, I wouldn't be surprised because some of the things that flew at the camera were a little like, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm watching a movie. I always hate that kind of stuff because it kind of pulls me out of the movie a little bit. But with that being said, that's the only real reason why I gave it a 4. It had some good humor.
Oh, we laughed a lot. It was so funny.
Mm-hmm.
And the deaths were so good. They were
much
funny.
better than Clown on the Cornfield deaths, which were predictable and stupid and idiotic. Now, granted, it's a different way that they were dying, but still, much better deaths in this movie.
Yeah, no,
some unexpected things, which I'm usually okay at kind of predicting stuff, and I did that a few times in this movie. But some of the unpredictable things got me. That was pretty good. I didn't jump, but it was definitely cool.
It was great. Tony Todd.
Yeah, R.I.P. brother. He had a great role. It was a good send off for Tony Todd. It wasn't a huge role, but it was enough where you're kind of like, good final send off for him. Yeah. So I was happy with that.
It made me like tear up because I was just like, oh man. And he looks different. He looks sick.
Very thin, kind of sickly, and it just. No spoilers, but he played the role well. He looked well for the role, basically.
But basically, like, no spoilers, but it tied into the movie, which was interesting. But it was a great send-off. Made me scared of new things now. Like
sure,
the truck with the logs from the first movie. Then we have sun tanning beds. LASIK eye surgery, and now we have more things. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah. They did a few cool homages to the other movies in the series, which I thought was super neat, super cool. One thing that kind of made me laugh a little bit was it's early on in the movie, and they're like, "How is death like? How am I seeing these? Blah 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 blah." And the answer was like, it just is. And I'm like, you know what? That's more movies need that. Instead of trying to get this whole like scientific explanation about everything, they're like, you know what? It's just it is. Accept it. And that's what they did in this movie. And I was like, you know what? Okay, I accept it. Like it was cool. So
yeah,
I recommend it. I recommend it highly.
Yeah. I found like one little thing that I was like, she didn't really say anything about the dreams.
Sure. Yeah.
Because no spoilers, but she goes to her family about a dream, but everybody knows it's about the dream, but she didn't say anything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a little peculiar.
Yeah. But that's it. Like it was just so good. I laughed. I teared up with Tony Todd. I laughed again at the deaths.
Yeah.
They were creative. They were unexpected. There were a lot of unexpected like little twists that were very funny.
Yep.
Solid 4.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. And the way that they kind of played into how it was doing what it was doing worked out. It seemed to make sense, you know. I'm not going to say more than that because I don't want to give anything away. But 4 out of 5 for me as well. Go check out this movie. I would still say Sinners is better if you're still kind of bouncing back and forth between the two, but it's a different type of horror for both,
Absolutely.
So if you're a fan of this series, like if you like the first 2 Final Destination movies like I did, then I think you'll thoroughly enjoy this one as well. If you also like the 4th and 5th, maybe?
4th and 5th.
Yeah, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, then you're going to be like, those were trash, because this one was so much better than those 3.
I have a controversial opinion.
Oh, do tell.
I think this is the best one.
Controversy. You heard it here first. I wouldn't say it's the best one, but it's probably tied for...
first place with the first one?
Yeah, probably. The beginning, as you know, with all of these movies, there's a big, giant premonition, and lots of deaths, lots of blah, 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 blah. This one was one of my favorite ones. I would say the logs one was my favorite. And then this one would be after that. Because the plane one wasn't all that like, oh, like, death, 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 death. The plane one was just explosion.
Right,
And then
right.
after that.
It was like a slow explosion.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one was a little bit more detailed, more like individual, like by person. I don't know. I liked it. This is my favorite one.
Well, there you go. You heard it here first. Well, creepy kitties,
And doggies.
thanks for joining us again on our Deadly Predictions. We really enjoy doing these. So hopefully you guys like watching it because we want to do more. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate you all. And we'll catch you next time. Bye.